Minnesota state government shutdown is getting a majority of the blame as several flood-damaged homeowners wonder about details and wonder when they will learn more about a potential buyout of their property. What's worse than dealing with flood damage? It could be trying to get answers about a possible buyout during a state government shutdown.
It's delaying everything. I can't talk to the people I need to when I have questions, when I encounter things I've never encountered before in this.
Karen Ducharme is handling the flood buyout applications of these and more than 30 other property owners in Pine Island. Their homes or businesses suffered flood damage during a deluge of rain late last September. You're hearing tonight you don't have any damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I told that to my fiance and all the family members that came down and helped me gut the basement out and do all the work to put things back together again.
So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna keep pushing with the counties for those that had no damage to see if they can do a re-inspect or have the owners contact the county assessor's office so that they show damage, because if they had it, they deserve to have that priority in their application.
And I'm just trying to make sure that my investment's protected and I'm not losing out and no one else is losing out. And I mean, you set aside and you pay off your house as fast as you can, and to have something like this happen and you go ahead and lose, $30,000, it's not a pleasant deal.
Sean Sorensen and others on hard-hit Lily Lane are concerned about a newly proposed zoning map that could change the way their properties are listed.
We could potentially be in a different flood zone, which would require us to carry mandatory flood insurance, and that might change the way that I feel about living there. An additional $2,800 in a year on top of what I'm already paying, that's not what I figured in when I actually bought that home. So it definitely could be a huge burden on myself and my family.
We were very fortunate. So many people lost so much. But my concern is, after all this is said and done, why were these homes built in a flood zone? And if they were built in a flood zone, why weren't the proper measures taken to make sure that the foundations were sufficiently adequate above the 100-year floodplain, which clearly they are not. So why were they built to begin with? We can't seem to get a straight answer out of anybody.
Steve Muma is still seeking answers, and he and others aren't convinced City Hall is doing all it can to help.
That's a fair question. Compared to the other cities, and given the number of days the program was open and the fact we reopened it, the city is not moving as fast as others, or the community, the application processing itself is not moving as fast as some of the other communities. But the city had done everything it can and everything in its power when it was required to take certain steps to move the process forward.
Pine Island leaders are also learning that under recently approved legislation, the state will pay for the local dollar match required if flood buyouts are approved. It could cover more than $800,000 worth of potential expenses for the city.
This was a make or break for Pine Island and the other communities. That's great news.
If there aren't any more significant delays and if everything moves along according to schedule, city fathers will be asked to approve some flood buyouts by the middle of next month. But the actual sale and demolition of those buyout properties is expected to take far longer. In Pine Island, Dave Hansen, Olmsted County Journal.